in the morning. Right now, Vendog.
3, 2, 1.
Access granted.
Vendog Radio Live starts right now.
Well, welcome to this week's edition of the Back End Cover Up. It is a very good Wednesday. Hello, everybody. Huh? Yes. I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad you're here too. Thank you so much. Thank you to the new subscribers to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I am so grateful that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Thank you. God is so good. I can't believe it. God is so good all the time. And I'm just so grateful that we have new subscribers to the YouTube family and new followers on X, formerly known as Twitter, and also new followers on Getter, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, wherever you shall download, broadcast, and podcast. Thank you so much for adding us on the list of your broadcast and podcasts to listen and watch. That is very important. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that so very much. So now you know where all of the shows are going to be airing immediately following the live. Yes, thank you so much. And thank you all for the support. There's been a lot of generosity from people, and thank you for the generous love and support that you guys have absolutely given us. Thank you to my wonderful moderators for always watching out and looking out for me and taking care of me. Thank you so much. You guys do so much work, and I really appreciate that. That's why you guys have those wrenches, man. You guys are really, truly are brothers and sisters in our Lord Jesus Christ, and you guys are just absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, and my family does as well. All right. And by the way, folks, please be praying for the folks that are going through these crazy nutso storms that are going on in places like Colorado, Texas, and beyond. Pray for our people that are just experiencing this crazy cold weather. They've been having power outages in Tennessee. Please pray for my brother Joe Hawkins in Tennessee from Prophecy Recon. He and his family had a power outage, and he wasn't able to be on with me yesterday, but we are going to do a broadcast together. And I think Joe is just a terrific dude, man. I got the chance to talk to the brother for the first time for like an hour and 15 minutes. So that was a wonderful conversation. All right. So check this out. You wouldn't believe that there is a lot of church heresy going on. And also, I just wanted to say thank you to the folks on Absolutely Rumble. Yes, for your Rumble rants and subs. Thank you so much for that. That really does help. Thank you very much. And the number one thing we do need is absolute 100,000%, folks. We need prayer. That's right. We need prayer. So please keep continuing to pray for us and the growth of the broadcast. Thank you so much, because that really does help everything and fine tune. So in Torrance, California, the South Bay Church of God. Go figure with this, guys. This is going to knock you in the back of the ear when you hear what happened with this pastor. Check this out. This is gruesome.
People who know the pastor, they are shocked and quite frankly struggling to believe the criminal charge against him.
My soul cries out, hallelujah! I thank God for saving me.
Okay, so this is where this is going, friends. And I want you to understand what's going to happen here. Supposedly, he was accused of being a predator online. And they have the receipts to absolutely prosecute him. Listen to this.
Self-proclaimed man of God goes from the pulpit to a public walk of shame, to a courtroom to face serious allegations involving a minor.
Sir, is your true and correct name James David Stockton III? Yes.
54-year-old James Stockton, a senior pastor at the South Bay Church of God.
If anybody goes to the South Bay Church of God, avoid that place. If that pastor is still on the staff, avoid that place. Mark and avoid ASAP in Torrance, California. The South Bay Church of God is literally pretty much nothing but heresy. Well, I don't know if it's nothing but heresy, but the way that this is going down, man, this is absolutely sad. And the South Bay Church of God is to be marked and avoided as far as I'm concerned. And this really puts a black eye on Christians, man. I'm telling you, people like this need to be hung. Did I say that out loud? Well, Jesus does say this. It would be better for you to have had a millstone tied around your neck and thrown into the depths of the deep blue sea, basically. This is insane. This guy, wow, what a poor example. And I was trying to read a little bit of that, guys, so don't mind me. I'm just like sending a message to someone. All right, so we got that going. That is why we always put this show on subscribers only mode, because there might be some people like, oh, you're just a heresy hunter. No, not. As a matter of fact, this show is going to be talking about chaos that's going on for within our own country today. But I wanted to bring this story up because it was brought to my attention by a good friend.
Is facing a felony charge of arranging a meeting with a minor for lewd purposes. He pled not guilty.
There is no actual victim.
These are the ones that we trust, and we should be able to trust them with our kids.
Antoine is the founder of an online citizen group called Codfished. Members chat with adults who believe they're talking with a minor for the purpose of a sexual encounter.
So he very well knew that he was talking to somebody underage.
These are the text exchanges allegedly between Pastor Stockton and the person pretending to be a 16-year-old boy. In this one, Stockton appears to send a selfie asking what time you get out of school today. Here, Stockton allegedly texted, I promise to be gentle and make sure you are enjoying it.
The nasty part that no pastor should even be talking about, but he got to saying that he wanted to the boys.
On the day Stockton met up with the decoy who said he was 16, the pastor had this to say.
Actually, I was hoping and praying that it was somebody older.
Senior pastor of South Bay Church of God here in the beautiful city of Torrance, California.
At South Bay Church of God in Torrance, no one would go on camera.
You know why no one's going to go on camera? Because they are ashamed of this guy that called himself a man of the claw. He called himself a head deacon of the church. This guy should be thrown under the jail as far as I'm concerned. This is another black eye that's been put onto the church. And do you know that churches, some so-called churches, would keep this kind of stuff under wraps when the head deacons are doing this kind of garbage? This is why the true church is getting smaller and smaller by the day, because there are people like this that are hiding behind their little pulpits. They're wolves in sheep's clothing, ravenous wolves, broods of vipers, predators, disgusting people.
We don't know anything other than what we see on the video. Nothing. We don't know. It was a shock to us as everybody else.
Stockton is also affiliated with a church in Florida, and at one point he ran for Congress. Tonight he is out on his own recognizance, and he will be back in court scheduled for December 12th. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
That is sad. That is absolutely awful. And I pray that this guy pays for the crime and does the time, or whatever else comes with these consequences to be rendered to this guy. We live in a world full of sick people. Wow. When we come back, we're going to talk about patient zero, Ilhan Omar. She's back. And thank you to Cousin Pookie. I got this one. Sorry, I'm just taking a breath on this nonsense going on, man. This is crazy. You're watching and listening to VinDog Radio Live.
Follow us on all of the socials at VinDog Radio. We'll be right back with more VinDog Radio Live after this.
Yes, sir! Hello, my friends. VinDog here. Thank you for your support of the broadcast. I just want to tell you that in advance. And as you're watching, if you feel it led on your heart by the Lord to support the broadcast, yes, I am hitting the QR codes for you right there just to click on them. You can support us by hitting the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. That's right, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And thank you so much for your prayers, because that's the number one thing we need. Thank you so much for supporting VinDog Radio Live. VinDog Radio popping off. God bless. Hey, what's happening, everybody? VinDog here. Now go to my website right now and order some merch for yourself. Hundreds of items to choose from. Men, women, children, pets, you name it, we got it for everybody. Yes, indeed. That is vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. VINNDOGG radio.myspreadshop.com. Log on today and grab your gear. We have the latest. Yes, if you love Jesus, get your gear. vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. That's vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. Don't delay. Get shopping today.
Now, back to the man on a mission for the King of Glory, Jesus Christ. VinDog Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. My apologies for cutting to the break so early. Usually I do like an 8 to 10 minute monologue, but I had to calm down because whenever I see things like that, it just makes me really upset to the gills. And I just have to remember that I have to calm down. But no, righteous anger is righteous. Amen. It's absolutely incriminating that I had to even play that news story. That was just sickening. Just sickening. Well, as you all know, that Minnesota seemed like it was going to be the stomping grounds for a civil war to break out in the United States of America. This just goes to show you, people are just insanely crazy. Listen, watch this. This is crazy. Watch the riot. All right, that was police in riot gear out in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is what happens when society is in a godless situation. When you don't have the real, true, and living God in your society, these are the results that you're going to receive. As a matter of fact, there's going to be a gentleman that's going to help me talk about this. This is what happens when you live in a godless society full of sodomistic people. What's up, Brother Dean?
What? Why are you blaming this on me? I just got here, man. I don't know what's to go. I don't even know what's going on. I just heard that I'm going to have a gentleman talk about this with me, and this is why, because of this godless. You're having me talk with you because I'm in this godless society.
We're
fair.
I know it isn't fair. We're both in this godless society, but look at this. They're preparing for riot.
Oh, they're preparing to riot. These idiots.
Minnesota, don't you know?
I'm still getting set up here, Vin, so I don't see what's going on the screen.
Yeah. It's just nothing but crime in Minnesota. You're not missing anything.
All right. Okay, got the chat window open. Is this live, or is this from?
No, we're live.
Oh, we're live. No.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the video live that you're.
Oh no, that video's not live. That's a pre-recorded video.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I'm real congested. I got I don't know what it is, just some sort of cold thing going on. So pardon me if I slur my words. If I fall asleep in mid-sentence,
it was the medication.
No, actually, I didn't take any medication, so I'm just really tired. But I've been busy today too. But hey, everybody! I just wanted to say hi to everybody out there. I see you all. Asset Ministries, Caitlin, Lori Sanders, Sherry's Okie Girl, Caitlin again. I don't know who else out there, but yeah, this Tim Walz. I mean, what this guy ought to be held accountable, but he you know what? He finally realized his rear end was in a sling, and he got in touch with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's going to stop anything. But Cocoa Bear, how you doing? As I see him, I'll yell. But yeah, it's just, this guy has created an environment, quite literally, along with all his cronies and his pals from Somaliland. They've created this environment, and now that people are unfortunately getting shot, because we don't want to see anybody get shot. But
yeah.
Have you seen some of the things that have come out on this latest guy? How they tried to pretty him up, and Don Burke. Golly, Don Burke's here today. All right.
Woo!
Good to see you, Don.
Hi, Don.
So, yeah, I mean, there's Gwen Stone as well. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, we're just missing Kelly Schultz, and I think she's probably snowed in Colorado, probably.
Is Stacy here then? Is Pookie here? Or is it their days off? I don't know. I only know. I just haven't looked at Love.
I don't know if Pookie has a day off.
Yeah, he's just crazy 24/7.
Yeah, he's the pookster, man. He just knows where to go. Oh man, I tell you, man. As a matter of fact, speaking of Pookie, he sent me a special video. Courtesy of Yalan Omar, your favorite Somalian Muslim immigrant. Here we go.
Gonna talk about
abolishment of the agency. ICE cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
Does that look like that was a setup to you?
That's who was it? Somebody I watched. Let me flip the screen here and see if I can find her. That's what I've seen online is people have been, this is a complete setup. And Brittany M. Hughes. If you have never watched her stuff, boy, she's like, this does not pass the smell test. And I was in full agreement. Is this part of the Somali culture that you just attack anybody once they spray something on you? I don't understand that. She doesn't know what it was. She just got sprayed with. And, and she's got a big old, 260-pound probably bodyguard there. Let him do his job, you nut job. But somebody slowed down the video and said she looks away, she looks back, and she looks right at the guy, nods at him, and then goes on, and then he gets up and attacks her. It really looks like that. Don't know if that's the case yet, but it looks really kind of like a complete setup stage. Yeah,
we're going to rewind this. This is great.
Abolishment of the agency.
This is great.
ICE cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated.
Could you stop right there? Just stop right there. Pause it for a second. She's got a lot of nerve. I mean, honestly, she's got a lot of nerve, a lot of guts. Standing up there saying we should abolish ICE because they're corrupt. They're this, they're that. Sister, perhaps you should be shown
Actually,
the door.
She's not a sister.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just show her the door out of Congress.
Show her the door out of the country.
Out of the country as well. Yeah, her and her fake husband / brother.
Her husbro.
Her husbro. Her husbro. I like that. Or maybe it's a bro band. I don't know. You could do it either way, but Hush Bro is pretty cool.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She's so she's got a lot of nerve standing there calling out somebody else. Your whole community is involved in fraud. You are a fraud, and you're calling out somebody else that needs to be disbanded and impeached. Good golly! Oh,
they cannot be rehabilitated.
Yeah. Can she be rehabilitated. I can't talk today. I'm having a tough time. I can't talk.
Oh man, Dean, these people are crazy, bro.
I know it definitely is a godless world, and it's getting worse.
Mm-hmm. And she really is a sodomite.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it how it is. She's a sodomite.
Okay.
I guess cousin Pookie agrees because he's sending it via text.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't read what he said in the text yet, guys, but he agrees that she's the godless sodomite.
Pistol Pete is in the chat.
Pistol Pete. That's
your tech
that's
guy.
my neutralizer.
Your neutralizer. Okay.
Yeah, he's the neutralizer. Yeah.
The neutralizer.
Yeah. He's known as Agent Blast Him Out. Oh man, that's too funny. But yeah, this is crazy.
We must abolish ICE for good.
Wait.
Does she not know she lives in a frozen state?
How are you gonna get the ice to melt?
Yeah, look, I don't think we should be putting ice in glasses. That's just wrong.
Yeah, wrong.
But let's abolish ice bags as well. I'm fully behind what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm fully on board abolishing those huge ice cubes. You know those ones that they sell in those ice machines. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
I want to abolish those.
Yeah.
You know what? My biggest pet peeve is crushed ice. So let's abolish crushed ice.
I'm going to go one further for you.
Okay.
Who goes fishing for ice and then calls it ice fishing?
I know. It makes no sense, right?
It's just so weird.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's abolish that too while we're at it.
Yeah.
Except we cannot abolish ice cream. We can't abolish ice cream.
Well.
Homemade ice cream, of course. You can abolish the garbage that they sell in the stores. That's not real ice cream. You can abolish that.
Yeah, that would be a step too far.
Yeah, abolish carnation ice cream. Abolish that while we're at it. Let's do everything that's ice. Abolish it. Icicles.
Icicles. I don't think ice should be riding around on cycles anyway. So
yeah. Icebergs. Let's abolish those.
Right. I mean, it's just one huge
abolishment after another.
Well,
Elon Musk said he wants to abolish ice.
Where do you think ice cubes come from?
Man,
icebergs. Icebergs.
Yeah, iceberg lettuce. Maybe we should abolish iceberg lettuce.
It's really weird that lettuce could grow on icebergs. I don't get that.
Yeah. Me neither. But hey, let's abolish it.
Well,
all in favor for abolishing iceberg lettuce.
Yeah, all of these things would make more sense than what she's saying.
Yeah. Let's abolish it. Let's abolish it.
Because,
okay, the crowd agrees.
Let's just go over there and walk into Somalia, see if that works.
Well, they don't have any ice in Somalia, so they don't have to worry about it.
Oh, so we could get into Somalia and we wouldn't be deported?
I don't even think it's a real country.
Somalia?
Oh, they clapped after I said that. That's hilarious.
They have Somaliland now.
Somaliland. See, they kept clapping. That's awesome. See, they know it. They know it.
It's like a theme park.
Yeah, Somaliland.
And over here on the left, we have the brother and sister marriage ride.
Yeah, the bro sis.
Bro sis ride.
Oh my gosh! Hey, this, and they have a daughter together, so it's a definition of inbreds.
Oh my! I really hope that it's not her brother, but it probably is.
It's her husbro, bro. It's her bro huz. Let's say her bro huz.
Well, she's the bro huzzy.
Yeah, her bro huz. So illegal to marry your sibling in our country.
Stop puking all over the chat.
I told you guys to bring your barf bags, the ones that you use on the planes. Because this lady is just gross in the mound.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I just reeled your.
See, they agree with us. They're clapping. See?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when she talks now.
And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
She can't even speak properly. Must resign? How is it possible that these kind of people are pushed into power?
Oh, I tell you how it's possible. And you guys have heard me talk about this before.
It's called Soros money.
Forget about. Don't even listen to everybody talking about Minnesota or Minneapolis. Look at what Tommy Robinson has said about what's going on in the UK. What he says is going on in the UK has been happening here for a while, including this wench, if you will. Sorry, I'm being mean, but
no. Say it how it is.
There are how many Somalians in Minnesota now? In Minneapolis?
Somali.
I don't have a problem with Somalian people per se, but they come into our country, they coagulate, i.e. group into a specific area, they support each other. How does
they freeload
how does this person get elected? Because just like what happened in the Muslim influx into Europe, and it's now happening here, you get Mandami elected, you get Ilar Omar, Rashida Tlaib, and others elected.
And don't forget about the lieutenant governor of Virginia.
Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, there's like 42 new Muslim.
Yeah, 42 hijabs. 42
hijabs. In and of themselves, even though I don't agree with their philosophy, their religion, etc.
It's not a religion. That's an
that would not be bad. But the problem is, we are allowing people to come in. They vote in blocks. They do not assimilate. They defraud our government in multiple ways, as being shown in Minneapolis now. And you know the government, the people in charge, they have to know about it.
Hey, as Clayton Bigsby once said, "Go back to your country."
Yeah, but that's how they do it. Is they have voting blocks, and they basically are voting as a block. I'm telling you, that's exactly what Tommy Robinson talks about with what happened with the UK. The politicians will not. They're in fear of their jobs. They have no morals, no backbone.
They got no spine.
They have no spine, so they acquiesce to the pressure of the voting bloc. And then here are the rest of us, the people that should be getting together and voting as a bloc and using the power of the people that way, stopping them by voting in people that are
you know how we get outnumbered.
Side.
Well, you know how we get outnumbered by dead votes.
Well, yeah. There is. That's another insanity, but
yeah, all of the Clintons' bodies, you can find them, man.
Yeah, if you can find them.
Yeah, if you can find them,
and don't get Arkansas'd yourself.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Let's see what she has to say.
Yeah.
That looks so fake.
Yeah. I think it is. It's and if it's not, there's a lot of questionable things surrounding this guy already. And just the reaction that and then she just goes back to talking as if nothing happened. Brittany Hughes made a good point. If you had somebody spray something on you and your skin wasn't melting off it right then and there, would you not be concerned about what was on you? Well, she goes back to talking.
She goes, I'll just go back to talking.
What that makes it, like Watchman Dave just said, very sus, even though I don't like saying that word, but like that, but it's very suspect.
Yeah, you know, the typical proclivities of these lunatics on the left.
Yeah, they have a lot of proclivities.
Yes.
It was perfume. Yes, it was perfume, which is why they
it was perfume in a syringe.
That's funny. Lori Saunders is being silly, but yeah.
Oh, Lori Saunders is on point, man. And she just sent me an article on too, and it was pretty lengthy. I haven't finished reading it yet, but it says, "Are you armored up?"
Oh, I saw that notice. I didn't have a chance to read it. I've been really kind of busy doing other things today.
Hey, Lori, you're a moderator. You can put your Substack in the live chat so people can like see all the stuff, all the cool stuff that you put up. So
Gwen Stone says, "Water, she's melting
like Michael Jackson."
You got the thriller.
Have I?
I got burned up with Pepsi. Now I'm drinking 7-Up. Yeah.
I just had to let you go there. I don't think. Have you ever heard me do the Wicked Witch of the West?
No, you got to do it, and I'll put you in reverb too.
A little bit of echo might help too, but
yeah.
You guys will have to clip this for later, right?
Yeah, you have to rip it for later.
Go something like this. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
Wow.
The little dog just came in the room. He's like, "What in the heck is going on?"
It's like Vindog happened again.
He just walked around the corner and stopped and stood there staring at me like, really, dude? Are you okay?
Did he literally stop there?
Yeah, he came around the door and he's just standing there looking at me like, "Are you all right? Do I need to call somebody?" Wow.
You got to do that Wicked Witch voice again, dude.
Right now?
Yeah, you got to do it, bro.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Sherry says, "Wow, Dean has practiced that for a very long time." Well, I have been doing that since before I got married. So I was actually doing it at the place where I met my wife at college. I won a place. I don't remember if it was like second or third place or something like that, because I did that at a Halloween back when I was still kind of doing the Halloween thing. I wasn't dressed up or anything. I was just dressed normal, and I did that thing, and everybody loved it. So whatever. But yeah, I've been doing that one for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So check this out, bro. So these people are on the ground, not literally on the ground, but they're on the ground on the scene. Check this out.
Abolishment of the agency.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, how did she get
ICE
back here?
cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated.
Oh, no.
Who let her in?
You rewinded it. Man, you need to.
Well, I pulled a different clip. She keeps on popping up on my screen.
Where's your Omar protection?
Oh, yeah, my Omar-nator.
I'm getting really funny comments here. First, Sherry says, "Wow, Dean has practiced that for a very long time. I'm concerned about him." Then she says, "You didn't do it on your honeymoon, did ya?" I can neither confirm nor deny that fact. And then Gwen Stone says, "Your wife was so gullible." Shh.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that.
I don't want her to catch on. Not even now.
Okay, I got my Omar repellent on. I deleted her.
All right, awesome.
Here's what I wanted to hit you with. Check this out, brother. This will get.
What are you seeing now on the ground?
Snow.
Well, I'll tell you what, Will. The reason that I have to do this live shot from here instead of within the actual area where their confrontation is taking place right now is because there's a snow mound, and it's very difficult for people to figure out where I'm doing this live shot from because Minneapolis police have pulled out, right? They will not save me. It's much like Portland. If I were to be attacked, they'd probably arrest me instead. And that's a scary thought. It's like, it feels like anarchy a little bit, and it's still early in the day. It's like 3:26 in the afternoon. We just got word that a protest is being planned at the federal building. And that's going to be taking place after dark. That's when things really, really get bad in areas like this. That's when we saw in like 2020, all of this stuff, like the Summer of Love, after George Floyd. It was the same mayor and the same actions that were being taken, where they take the police out of the area and people are allowed to run the streets wild. I actually couldn't even get to the place where I wanted to do this hit from because a lot of these anarchists now have the roads blocked and police are nowhere to be found. It's devolving, man.
Okay, so I guess this guy is not on the side of on the left, but he really sounds like he needs to grow a pair. I'm not sure what his problem. He's hiding behind a snow mound because nobody's going to come to save him.
No one's going to come and save me. That's the one I wanted to make fun of. I'm like, bro, you are a paid journalist. Get your tail out there and cover this.
You know, it's okay, I guess, if you feel that way. But, dude, don't say it on live national TV. I mean, Nick Sortor, you just sounded like the biggest pansy in the world.
Man, I tell you, man, I tell you, the masculinity has been very defaced with guys like that.
Nobody can tell where I'm in because I'm behind a big snowbound, and the police aren't going to come save me.
I'm so scared.
They probably attacked me because I'm a right-wing independent journalist, and they don't like that. So I can't go beyond this snow mound. When I first was watching that, I wasn't looking at the guy in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Garza says he has no snowballs.
Oh, okay, we'll leave that there.
I think that really encapsulates this whole moment.
So to be clear,
in a
Nick,
nutshell,
you're in Minneapolis, you're in St. Paul area. There's no police. I take it from you. I hear you clearly. There's no police in the area. But what about the number of protesters? Has that continued to mount? We saw live video of protesters moving from the site of the incident and marching somewhere in some direction on the street. Has that gained momentum?
Yeah, they're still marching north. That's what's going on, and eventually, it got to the point where I had been recognized and was being physically harassed, so I had to pull out of the area, and that's really sad to say. It wasn't happening as much earlier then because there were police around. Now, keep in mind, though, these people still don't have very much respect for police. Although you see that the police that will back away when they start getting pushback from these leftist agitators that are out there. But the mayor is the one giving those orders, telling them to bail out and leave. So
check this out, bro. Check this out. Hold on for a second. You work for a major news network, so that means you get a nice salary. You can afford to have your own security, you know.
Well, he is an independent journalist, so he might not have all that much support. But, you know, I guess it's just he sounds like a complete dweeb, whatever.
He probably doesn't have any friends from the old neighborhood that he can count on to back him up.
Yeah,
So.
I would have brought, first of all, if you're going to go into that environment, you probably want to have a few people besides your cameraman if you actually have a cameraman.
Yeah, you want to have an entourage of bodyguards.
But you know, it's my computer is really flipping out today. I don't know what the deal is. I got a loose wire somewhere.
Oh no. I thought the loose wire was in the middle of my head.
Not that kind of loose wire. But yeah, it's sad and pathetic. And of course, you know, they pull the police out because they don't want to. They know they cannot violate the federal law, so they're just going to pull everybody out of there. And if you're going to go and cover this stuff, you got to be aware of that. You got to know that. I don't know. He just sounds so frail talking on camera like this.
Yeah, let's listen to the frailness. Let's check out the frailness of Mr. Frail.
So a lot of these police officers want to be able to enforce the law and keep the people in all the. This is a residential area. These people feel very unsafe down here right now because it feels like anarchy.
Oh, I have to wonder how the homeowners feel after seeing what happened to the storefronts and businesses of Minnesota just 6 years ago, less than 6 years ago, how those homeowners in that area
we're only blocks away from where the George Floyd situation happened, where if you still go there nowadays, the buildings are still charred. There's still, I mean, it still looks like total destruction, just like it did back then. It's never recovered. And people are worried that that's going to happen again. And all signs point to them wanting it to happen again. Will, they want this to devolve even more. They want, you have Tim Walz on TV alluding to this being a murder, as well as the mayor with his inflammatory rhetoric on TV. Why? Because there is no better way for them to distract from the billions and billions of dollars worth of fraud that we've been here on the ground uncovering over the past 2 weeks. It's the best way for Tim Walz to finally be able to talk about something else and bury it.
Now, see, he sounded a lot better in that remaining clip there, because now he's actually talking about the issues and the problems, and he's being forceful with the facts, and he's showing the people where the problem is. Not you know, okay, good, you're a scared little rabbit there in the middle of a snowstorm. Well, you probably should just keep that to yourself, because people that are there are eventually,
hey, you know what it is? You know what it is?
Show them this.
Yeah. You know what it is? People just don't know the code of the street.
Yeah, you know, you walk around like a scared little defenseless person, you're going to get attacked. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You walk around like, you know, you're ready to take somebody on, and you may still have a problem, but people are going to be less likely to you know. Now, there's a difference of walking around and being overly aggressive, and people see that as weakness as well. But just walking around and the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you do things, it's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing for, you know, your personal safety. It doesn't matter who you are. You got to pay attention to your surroundings. You got to know what's going on, and you got to act like you're ready.
Yeah, keep your head on a swivel.
But when you start talking like he was talking at the first there, that's going to get played in, I guarantee you, that's going to get played in circles. They're going to be looking, somebody's going to end up looking for this guy to.
Bro, I'm going to make a parody out of that part of the video.
Well, and so would the left, but they're going to look, this is going to be somebody, he's not going to be able to stand in front of anybody in the future without somebody mocking the literal, you know what, out of him because of that interview right there. Don't talk like that in front of people. I mean, it's one thing to be, you know, open and honest and whatever about what's going on, but to talk that way, like he did about, you know, besides, and I know somebody said something, I think it was Gwen Stone, about the politicians going to make the police. Yeah, the chief of police says, out. We're not going to do this. They have to go along with it. They lose their jobs otherwise. They could be fired or be under, you know, administrative action more than likely. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of that, but the chief of police, the politicians can say back out because they work for them. So, unfortunately, that is, as far as I understand, that is the way it is, unfortunately, and people don't want to lose their jobs. But, you know, you got little weasels like that, talking like that, unwilling to stand up to people. Yeah, granted, he's one against, you know, with hundreds there, but this is people, a lot of people just react in this way. I'm not going to stand up. I'm not going to stand my ground. I'm not going to, you know, whatever. If you're not willing to stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. Right.
Yep.
And that's, you know, but like I said, the last part of that, I give him credit. The last part of that interview, he was actually pointing out the problems here. And it, like he said, there's a similarity between the George Floyd riots and what happened with the police were pulled out and they allowed them burn everything down, kind of thing. And look at all the things that were said about you know, George Floyd and the whole situation there, and then look at all the truth that came out later, after, you know, 2 years or whatever it was, and showing that the so-called things that happened didn't actually happen that way. Now, I'm not saying anything about, you know, George Floyd or making any comments about he deserved it or anything like that. That's not my point. My point is that the leftists, the mayors, and the police chief, because you've seen the clips. I maybe even showed that clip where the chief, the police chief was actually standing there, and the mayor made some announcement or something like that, and the guy just went, "Excuse me, what?"
Oh yeah, Jacob Fry, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
That guy's an
Minneapolis
idiot,
mayor.
man.
Yeah, he is 100% Islamic sympathizer, leftist, liberal all the way. So
Yeah,
anyway,
he's full of it, bro. He's full of it.
he's definitely full of it.
Yeah.
It's a sad situation, and it is the politicians pulling the resources out there to protect things and not doing the right thing to begin
It's because
with.
they're being paid to make sure that this continues to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally looking for a way to create a civil war, and it's a slippery slope.
You know that old saying, "Be careful what you wish for."
Yeah, but I mean, I agree 100%. I mean, I ain't gonna say it. What I am gonna say is this: is that nobody wants a civil war. Y'all haven't been to war, even if you're just in this theater and you haven't done diddly squat except sat on a base and sucked up food, wind, oxygen, and sunshine. But nevertheless, you don't want to be in that situation.
Absolutely not.
And it's not like it's going to be 1,000, 2,000 miles away. It's going to be in our backyard again, and it's going to be nutso because it's not. When you look at the facts and the history around our Civil War, there were clear lines drawn, so to speak, from a historical perspective. But there were a lot of riots in the North as well, and there were problems in the South that you just don't hear about. Okay, and it could have been a lot worse. Well, to this in this day and age, if it goes down that road, which I pray and I hope that it doesn't,
that would be one bloodbath you don't want to be a part of.
It's gonna be like door-to-door combat kind of thing. It's not going to be over there. It's not going to be a front line somewhere in the middle of the United States. It's not.
No, it's
like
going to be widespread.
Yeah, it's going to be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And look, take a look at the way the crazies shoot. They spray and pray, but people get killed.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be expert shots to cause a lot of damage, unfortunately. And a lot of people will be injured and killed as a result. And there's all kinds of issues. We could go down a rat hole that, just you don't want to go there.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Dean, these people are just dirtbags in politics, man.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's
like, you guys continue to go out there, fight, protest, blah, blah, blah. We got your back. But yeah, if those people get hurt or, murdered, they're just going to sit there in their comforts of their own homes or their offices and say, oh, see, we got to get justice for that person. Wait a minute. You're causing all this.
It really is. It's hard to, when you don't think the way that they think, to understand what motivates them to be this way. I mean, we know that it's a spiritual battle and there's things going on, and it's a lack of a proper foundation from based on God's word, the Bible. But you still, it just there a lot of innocent people are going to get hurt. I mean, 2 weeks ago or whenever this started, I was like, this guy Tim Walz, and this other Frey dude, they're gonna get people killed. And look what's happened. When we talk about, I mean, I'm not pretending to be any expert, and there goes something is loose, and when I bump something, it causes my whole screen. It comes back, fortunately, but
yeah, it must be something loose.
But I said a week or so ago, or whatever, how long it's been when this first started, that they're going to get people killed, and look what's happened.
Yeah.
And these look, if people are arguing about the rightness of whether this person should have had a gun or not had a gun, if you put yourself into that situation, you're responsible regardless of what happens. If you go into some place where you shouldn't be and you get your butt kicked and you're in the hospital for 2 weeks afterwards, you put yourself in that position. There might not be a law that says you can't do that. There might not be a law that says you can't have a gun at a protest.
Yeah.
But as soon and this is the key part. John Joy Jones on Fox, I did see a clip of this, and he's actually 100% right on this. If you remind me later, Finn, I'll find the link in the post and send it to you, the video. But he said basically, the moment you cross a line and you get involved in a situation, you may never have intended, never to even think about touching your weapon.
Righteous.
But the moment you cross that line and you get involved, whether it's to block the police or the ICE agents, Border Patrol, whatever you want to call them, DHS, whatever, federal agents, doesn't matter. Regular police even. The moment you cross that line, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Because now you put yourself in a place where you are breaking a law. And when you break a law with a weapon in your possession, you don't have to actually be brandishing that weapon. Do you realize that? Most places, and I think if not all places, you don't have to actually be brandishing a weapon. If you commit a robbery and you have a weapon on you, even if you don't use that, they can still charge you with it, as far as I know. Now, I'm sure some legal people will come on, or people that are very intelligent about the law and stuff will argue that point, but argue the point all you want. You break the law, you got a weapon on you, you didn't identify yourself, you didn't stay out of the way, you didn't stay back, and they find a weapon and they didn't know it was there. They now have justification. I'm not sure if that's the right proper word, but they now have, they're putting their lives on the line. And it's so quick for somebody to take a weapon and injure somebody or attack somebody with it in the middle of all that chaos going on. It's like that car, the agent that got hit by the car, the car was coming towards him. Once that car comes towards him, he has to either treat it like it's a deadly weapon or just give up his life. Because even if it's an accident and he gets hit and killed, what difference does that make? If he gets injured, it was an accident. Well, sorry, you shouldn't have been there in the first place. Well, I have a right to be there. Sure you do, provided you're being responsible with your actions. Once you cross that line, you no longer have those protections. You have a right to carry a weapon, and you have a right to have a concealed weapon, provided that you are following the laws of that particular state. If that means you announce it to the police officers that are around you, or if they come up to you to question you, you have a right to you should be declaring that. But people will say, well, I don't have to do that. Really? I'm gonna be like this, because I'm always carrying. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like, hey, officer, I do have a weapon on me, but I'm not gonna do anything on this. It's over. I'm not gonna do anything. You can take the weapon and you can clear it, whatever, and check me out and whatever. I don't care who's right or wrong at that point. It's certainly not worth losing your life over.
No,
certainly not any. And that's the environment that Tim Waltz and Frey have created, is an environment where they have encouraged people to think they have a right to treat the police and disrespect the police in any way, shape, or form, because there's nothing they can say to them because they're doing something illegal. Okay, if you think it's illegal, take it to court.
Yeah, for sure, right?
File a lawsuit. More power to you. And if you win it, and or the laws are changed to prevent these things from happening or whatever, then guess what? That's our fault, because we let you get away with it. We didn't fight back in court, and we didn't put all our effort into it, which is one of the reasons we're in the place we're in now. But it's all a bunch of theater. Obama deported and arrested, deported, and I think people were even killed or injured during his years, far more than anything Trump's done. But look at the crap show that we're in.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man, when you think about it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for something because I saw something that would blow people's minds.
Yeah, it's just a shame. And then you look at this guy; he's a registered nurse, right? And which is, hey, that's a great thing. I'm not mocking the guy for being a nurse or anything like that. I think that's commendable. But he's had, and this has been come out just recently. He's had issues with it at his work and was let go of his work or told to move on or something. I remember exactly what it was, but it's like he was harassing people, probably because they didn't want to call him ma'am when he's a sir or whatever. And just, it's out there. The information's coming out as it always does. Some of it may be false, some of it may be true, but and you know, let's a little side note from this while you're still looking, Vin. I'll just throw this in there.
Yeah, because I am looking for something.
Okay, there are AI videos out there, guys, of police officers screaming at and telling ICE or Border Patrol officers that they have no business doing what they're doing, and that the local police are the ones that are in control and all that. Well, guess what? It's AI. You know how you can tell? They don't have 6 fingers. They don't have 6 fingers. Wait, let's do it.
What are they, Nephilims if they have 6 fingers?
See, yeah. Well, it's AI generated. See, I'm AI generated. You can tell because I have 6 fingers.
Mm-hmm. 5.5 here.
Yeah. So, but it's AI generated because around their patch for the city patch, a police patch,
right?
It's written. It looks like Hebrew lettering. It's not, but it looks like that. It's fake. Unless you're in New York and you have Palestinian flags on the police officers' uniforms and what have you, and this and that. But it's a fake video. And guess what? Guess how many views or shares and views this video's had?
Probably a couple.
It's had hundreds of thousands of shares. People are watching it, they're buying it, and they're sharing it with their friends because they're saying, this is happening. Look what's happening. And it's millions of views, like tens of millions of views.
A bunch of deep fake going on, huh?
And it's, well, you call it deep fake, but there is. I mean, the first thing when I saw it, I looked at it and I went, wait a minute, Minneapolis, this is happening in Minneapolis? But that it's summertime in that video. It's the trees are green. There's no snow on the ground. What the heck? This isn't real. We would have heard about this 6 months ago. This isn't real.
For sure.
And then, then when I saw the people talking about it further, they're like, and I was like, yeah, I noticed that looked really weird. Yeah, that's right. It's fake. I mean, AI's getting much, much better, but guys, you got to be careful what you're watching and what you're believing.
Yeah, because believing can be deceiving, especially if you're not in the Word of God.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We're going to come right back after this because I'm going to show you one of the reasons why Minnesota as a state and the country is in the mess that we're in. We'll be right back.
Follow us on all of the socials at VinDog Radio. We'll be right back with more VinDog Radio Live after this.
Yes, sir! Hello, my friends. VinDog here. Thank you for your support of the broadcast. I just want to tell you that in advance. And as you're watching, if you feel it led on your heart by the Lord to support the broadcast, yes, I am hitting the QR codes for you right there to click on them. You can support us by hitting the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. That's right, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And thank you so much for your prayers because that's the number one thing we need. Thank you so much for supporting VinDog Radio Live. VinDog Radio popping off. God bless. Hey, what's happening, everybody? VinDog here. Now go to my website right now and order some merch for yourself. Hundreds of items to choose from. Men, women, children, pets, you name it, we got it for everybody. Yes, indeed. That is vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. VINNDOGG radio.myspreadshop.com. Log on today and grab your gear. We have the latest. Yes, if you love Jesus, get your gear. vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. That's vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. Don't delay. Get shopping today.
Now, back to the man on a mission for the King of Glory, Jesus Christ. VinDog Radio.
Well, man, Dean, I got to tell you, man, that's a crazy commercial break. That's wild, man.
It is. It is.
Yeah. So I've been really like checking into all this stuff, and this is not the first time that I've seen this, but that someone put this video out about how Tim Walz is really a godless sodomite. Check this out. This is from a congresswoman in Minnesota. Check it out. Here we go.
This is Representative P.M. Altendorf coming live at you from the Minnesota State Capitol. I am on the ground floor, and as I was leaving my committee meeting today here earlier, I noticed that there is a new display here at the State Capitol, and it's for Governor Walz. It's right here on display. So let me see. I mean, I guess I can't flip my phone, but I'll see if I can show it to you. So this is what we have here, everyone. Let me read it to you. The Democratic Coalition of Satan Worshippers thanks Governor Tim Walz for not standing in the way of spreading Satanism in the State Capitol building.
You guys see that, right?
Satan has a special place for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he does.
I'm sure he does, Timmy.
That's right, everyone. So the Democratic Coalition of Satan Worshippers, they have given some sort of plaque here to Governor Tim Walz. So let me be the first, I guess, to congratulate Governor Tim Walz for this very special award that has come from the Satan Worshippers here in the Minnesota State Capitol. Yes, everyone, this is true. I am live, not making this up. You can't make this up.
Wow.
That's just sad.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Minnesota is in the mess that it's in today.
Yeah. And the fact that people just don't, people are just afraid to speak up, and to say this isn't right, because you're going to lose friends. You might lose your job or something like that. But, what do you believe in? And if you truly believe in God and in Jesus as our Lord and Savior, then why are you not doing what you should be doing? We have too many pastors, even some of the ones that people might consider good, that are saying, hey, you just need to focus on the gospel. You don't have to be out there watching these crazy videos or supporting these crazy things out there and standing up and speaking out and getting political. Wrong. First of all, wait a
minute. Let me put one in right here on this, because that's crazy, because they'll say, well, yeah, those stories are true, but we don't need to focus on that. Yeah, okay.
Right. Yeah. Well, the thing is that we do need to speak up. Spreading the gospel is also standing up and contending for your faith, which means speaking up and saying when something isn't right, and then being able to explain to people why it isn't right. It's when people say that, it just I don't know. It really it just makes me look at them different nowadays, because it's like, really, it just you have the gospel. The Bible is the gospel. I know we refer to the gospels when Jesus was alive and what he said and so forth.
But Jesus even spoke up to politicians.
Yeah, I mean, hello, if that's your example, and since the whole Bible points to Jesus, the whole Bible is about Jesus, the whole Bible is the gospel. It's the whole message all along. Where in the Bible does it tell people not to speak up and not to be involved in the politics?
Yeah, exactly.
Check
this out, bro. These are the smoke bombs that they had to toss out on these crazy rioters.
We just have a few moments here, but it seems to be some smoke is rising. I don't know if these are smoke bombs. It was peaceful when we began to talk, and we noted that rhetoric really matters now, and calming tensions really matters. What are we seeing on our screens now? What's your analysis of this?
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to keep things calm and, diffuse the tension. Again, Kaylee, this is not what agents ever want to have happen. It's insulting to hear this governor make it seem like, this is the wild, wild west and this is what they want to be doing. This is not what they want to be doing. They are literally enforcing the laws. These are targeted interactions. These are targeted operations. They are simply doing their job. And again, without the details of who the subject is, whether they were someone that they were arresting, whether they were a bystander or protester, frankly, when you're looking at the deadly force policies, that's completely irrelevant. For them, they are literally looking at what we've gone over and over before. But my piece of advice to anyone in Minneapolis, and frankly anywhere in the country, let the law enforcement do their job. If you don't want to run into problems, stay out of the...
She was on the scene and she was not whipping out like that other guy.
Yeah, imagine that, right? So there's a couple of things to say here. First of all, the funny side of this, anybody that's been in the military and went through the smoke chamber, the gas chamber thing, with your mask and stuff, they're probably going, yeah, that's funny. You guys are crying because you're getting smoke on you. So they got people laughing at you because of that. The other thing is hey, I think they were just trying to warm up the environment for the folks that were out there. They were just showing a little compassion and warming things up so they could
have a little campfire,
not be freezing to death. Okay, so that's a funny side of it. Get out the water cannons. You don't like ice, you're gonna hate this. Here comes the water cannon. Oh goodness, and I lost my other thought, so I guess I'll just move on until it comes back.
No, you're saying though about how they're doing all this with the smoke bombs and everything.
Well, yeah, it was something something totally different. It was about that, but on a different level. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. I know. Like when you're in stride, you lose that train of thought, man. Especially when it comes to these people being.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. We live in a wild, wild west. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's sad. It's disgusting at the same time. It's problematic. We have people that have been killed by illegal aliens, criminals that were already had a rap sheet. And here the focus is all on a couple of people that were getting out of shape because they don't like the way the laws are. And if I don't get my way, I'm just going to go ahead and act out like a little tantrum and attack somebody. It's pathetic, really. I don't know. I don't know what to say, Vindog. It's just really sad. I think the people that are doing these things really have no clue as to what. Here's the thing that I was thinking about. They're protesting because of the way supposedly ICE is handling. Okay, show me the agency on the left that's never made a mistake. First of all. Okay, so things do happen, and things might go wrong, and people do things wrong, and that's right. That's the way things happen, and people need to be held accountable for not doing the right thing. But what these people don't realize when they're protesting the arrests of illegals and criminals, that the very thing that they're protesting about, they say is happening now, i.e. people, Nazis and black-booted thugs and all this stuff are coming in and arresting innocent people and taking them away and what have you. Guess what? You keep this nonsense up, and I guarantee you we're going to get to that point a lot faster. And it's not going to be because somebody was breaking the law and illegally arresting somebody, detaining somebody, or escorting them out of the country. It's going to be because you knuckleheads are out there causing even more problems, and you're going to end up being the first casualties in a worse environment where there are actually people, stormtroopers walking around cracking down on everybody, because you're going to force the government's hand, and they're going to come in, and then it's going to get worse because everybody's going to fight against that happening, more troops coming in or government troops coming in, and it's just going to get out of control, and then that's going to lead into the situation that you think you're protesting about now. It's going to become that for real. And not because anybody wants it to. They're going to be forced. That's what's happening. This situation is forcing the government to do things that they shouldn't otherwise be doing. And it's going to happen. Mark my words. Because guess what? The Bible tells us where this is all going. It's just how quickly and how badly do you want it to happen? Are you serious? I don't want to be part of the process of saying, okay, let's push this down the road of chaos so that the government ends up overreacting, not because they have to, but because they don't know what else to do. They end up overreacting, and then everybody suffers as a result.
Wow.
It's going to happen. I mean, just count on it. Better get your house in order now while you can, and that just generally means, get your heart right with the Lord, and understand your Bible, understand what's going on, understand the times. We don't judge the Bible by what's going on in society. We judge what's going on in society by what's in the Bible, what the Bible says. I think
10,000%. Yes.
So.
Wow. Well, Pookie just sent me something. Do you remember the guy Alex that was neutralized by the ICE agents?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. He's a registered nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Cross dresses, all this stuff. Okay, yes, that's I remember that guy. Unfortunately,
okay. So Pookie sent me some videos of people protesting in his name. I'm uploading it right now too as we speak, guys. See, this is why I like live, because I get to do things on the fly. I get to show my skills, my broadcast skills. At the same time, my Vindog radio skills that I learned from the great Rick Dees and everyone else. So I get to do this. This is kind of cool. This is crazy. So Cousin Pookie sent this video. I don't know how Pookie's just grabbing all these videos, but there are people that are vandalizing a Veterans Memorial thing too. I think.
Of course they are.
Yeah, this is. They will not put up with ICE. Okay, we got it. We got it.
I mean, come on. There's got to be some comedian in this crowd who's standing there with a bullhorn going, "Do you not realize you're standing on ice right now, you idiots? It's cold out here. Go home.
You're on ice. You're on thin ice."
Wow.
Oh, no. There they go with the KKK stuff.
Yeah. Nazi, KKK. They have no clue.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. Wow, this is nuts, bro.
And you know what this proves? This just proves that it's based on feelings. It's not based on facts. And Vody Bachman, I saw this played by Ken Ham was on.
Look at this. Look at this.
Is this for the guy that was Alex Preti or Prezi or whatever his name was?
They're vandalizing the veterans. This is crazy. This is lawlessness, folks. This is why I wanted to do this Wednesday episode like this. This is like lawlessness on steroids. Hey, in the Bible it says lawlessness would abound, right?
Yeah, what about the what was I saying now? The oh goodness.
That's horrible.
I don't horrible. What is the veterans thing that they're I'm missing it. I'm not getting it, Vin. I don't understand what I'm looking at here.
Hold on, Pookie sent me the text too. He sent me the text. He said they are vandalizing the Veteran Affairs building
by putting flowers and candles and stuff for Preti or whatever his name is out there. Okay. Well, he didn't he work at a Veterans Affairs office or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just That's another story. But wow.
Mm-hmm. This is where we're at, friends.
Yeah, let's forget the real problems out there and totally disregard the truth. You know, it's about feelings.
Nothing more than feelings.
Anyway, Jack Hibbs had Ken Ham, I think it was, and Ken Ham, and they played a video of Vodi Bachman. I think that's who it was.
Oh, Vodi Bachman.
Bachman, yeah, he played his last sermon, and he was talking about, and it's very true. It's like, we used to be able to have debates, and we used to be able to discuss the issues, and not have to get all riled up and fighting and what have you about it. But nowadays you can't do that, because how do you attack somebody's life experience?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So in other words, I identify as who I am based on my shared or my life experience, that what I've experienced in my life, that defines who I am. Well, see, that's all about self. So that's all about pride.
Me.
It's feelings.
Sounds like Stephen Furtick.
So if you say to me, well, I feel that this is wrong, I can't argue with you saying you feel that way. And if I do, then you are going to react as if I'm attacking you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's normal. Okay.
Yeah.
But today it defines everybody, not everybody, but you know what I mean? It defines people. And if you attack what defines that person, if you say something, if you say something that says that you don't agree with that, or that's wrong, or whatever, you're not actually attacking, in their mind, you're not attacking the issue, you're attacking them.
Right.
You see? Because now it's everybody's truth. There is not just one truth. It's like, this is my experience, my lived experience. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You're attacking me. You see? So, and that's what his last sermon was about, Vodi's last sermon. And it's so true today. It's not about the facts. It's not about truth. People don't even know what facts are. A fact doesn't change, by the way. And neither should truth. Truth does not change.
Yeah.
But everybody's redefining it. It's based on self. It's based on pride. It's based on what you feel. And this nonsense about, everybody coming out to support this guy, again, he put himself, I don't want that to happen to anybody. I don't think anybody that has a heart wants that to happen to anybody. Okay. But when you put yourself in a position like he did, it's your responsibility. And that's the problem with these lived experiences. We have lived experiences, but nobody wants to take responsibility for their actions then.
Yeah.
And then you have people supporting that. No, thank you. I don't like that at all. I don't agree with that. You know what? I'm sorry the guy was killed. He shouldn't have been where he was. He shouldn't have been there with a weapon. He shouldn't have been interfering. And you can flame out all the stuff about your interpretation and quite frankly, your feelings on the law. The bottom line is, you made a decision to be there, nobody else. Just like we go back, somebody mentioned this. We don't see the protests. We never saw the protests over the Ashley Babbitt, right? There were no protests.
No, there wasn't. No justice for her either. So
no justice, no protests. But guess what? Regardless, and I wouldn't want this to happen to anybody again, but she put herself in that place. Okay, let's get down to the root cause.
The root cause is government. Anyway,
the root problem, right?
Yeah.
She put herself in that place. She chose to be there. Nobody made her go. And I'm not saying she shouldn't stand up and, speak out and protest and all that. But she chose to put herself into that situation. It shouldn't have happened regardless. Right? But could it have happened if she had not been there?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm fixing something as Dean's talking to at the same time. Multitasking here.
Yeah.
I'm multitasking here.
Stacy, hey, good to see you.
Hi, Stace. She's here. Stacy's in the
She's
house.
here. She's in the house. Everybody's saying hi.
You know. Oh man, I'm gonna go somewhere on some things, bro, pretty soon that people are not gonna like.
Yeah, you got the drive. You got the wheel. Drive it.
I'm not gonna do it today, but I'm gonna address this issue pretty soon. Because we could talk about things that happen in Minnesota, right? And all these other places, etc.
Yeah.
And we're gonna finish talking about that today. But what I don't understand is why do certain churches, I'm not going to mention any names and pastors, still support predatorial people like Hillsong and Bethel and Elevation in their church. And then they make excuses about it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to mention any names. I'm going to just leave it alone right there, friends. And I got video of them making excuses on why they play the music.
Yeah, this is another one of those things. It's an issue.
People don't realize, man, they're letting Satan in, bro.
Yeah, but you know, there is a how far do we take things? Where's the line?
There's no line in the sand anymore.
Yeah,
it's like fizzed away.
It's one thing if we say, we say that we're going to redeem things and take back things, but at some point we really have to ask ourselves whether or not we're contributing to the problem by giving credence to these folks. And the more I've seen recently about Bethel and Hillsong, it's just like, right, Lori, the line is when you go against the Bible. I mean, I completely agree. But let's say a song that is produced by Hillsong, it's completely biblical. You can't. There's nothing you can say about it from a biblical standpoint. It's actually very accurate and whatever. But it's still produced by the people that have produced so much garbage out there, and their motives and their actions behind the scenes are corrupting what should be a thing that glorifies God and
did you know? Oh man.
And I mean, I know people are gonna be.
Hey, do you guys know about the scandal that's happening with Harvest?
Oh dear, there's another one now.
Did you guys know about the scandal about Harvest and an organization that they were supporting that was overseas?
What organization was that?
It was supposed to be like a harvest house or something like that. And some boys were.
Oh yes, where they were being abused.
Yeah. And now there's another one where another associate pastor or whatever this guy was from Harvest doing the same thing to girls.
And here's where the problem comes in.
And then they're like, oh, but we gotta protect Greg Laurie. He knew it was going on. He knew about it. It's
and that's just Winger has done. There's another guy, somebody named White, last name White.
Okay.
I don't remember his first name now, but I just started watching it today, and he's got the Sean Bulls thing, and then now you have this. I did hear about this before, and if you, and let me be clear about this, I don't care who you are. I don't care if I personally like you or watch you or respect you right now. But if it comes to light that you knew about something that was going on like this and you did nothing about it, or you ignored it and are hurting believers as a result, and causing those that are not believers to even further retract from the church or from believers, I'm gonna drop you like a hot potato. I mean, and I'm not gonna mince words. You cannot, leadership has responsibilities as well,
especially if you're a head deacon.
If something happens, look, from a military's perspective, from the leadership thing,
Mm-hmm.
there are so many things that can happen on your watch, and you may not have actually known about it, but because it happened on your watch, you get canned.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone the things that you actually knew were happening, and then all of a sudden you decide not to do anything on it. You have a responsibility, and that's especially true in the in the church. As anyone who leads in any capacity, you have a responsibility. You're supposed to be taking care of people. It's not just about telling people what to do and where to go and when to do it kind of thing. I mean, you're there to serve them in a church, so you have a responsibility to take care of them. How are you taking care of somebody? By ignoring it, ignoring a problem, letting it grow out of control, not checking up on things. I mean, you don't have to do everything. You can't do everything as one individual, but you got to set the standards. You got to be out there and saying, look, I'm so and so. You're going to go check on this, and you're going to go ensure these things are happening. And if you find something that's not right, you're going to bring that back. You're going to deal with it as best you can, but you're going to bring it back to me, and I'm going to deal with it, because you're taking care of these people. You're not there just to tell them what to do and take their money.
You know what really ticks me off though, and I'm gonna say this out loud, and I don't care who gets upset. The church is real quiet about this right now, real quiet. And when it comes to kids and people being real quiet about it, man, I can pull the ceiling down in less than an LA second, because that just makes me mad, bro.
Yeah, and I have to try to. I can't do what you do. If I get as animated as you are, I'm going to start acting in a way I don't want to act, and I'm not.
Yeah, you're gonna say words that I wouldn't say in front of my own mother, huh?
I'm not saying you're doing that, Vin, at all.
No.
But I have to watch, and I have to control
restrain
how I let things affect me. Because I don't want to be that kind of person anymore. But I agree with you. When it comes to kids, especially in a church environment, if you had any inkling that was going on and you did nothing about it, you're just look. I've seen friends in the military; their careers were ended because they just happened to find out about it, but they didn't react quick enough, even though they were reacting.
Right.
I've seen people lose their jobs when they didn't know anything about it, and because they're in the position, somebody's head's got to roll. So if you're in charge, your head's going to roll. It's sad. It's sad because there's so much good that person has probably done. And now, because they're trying to protect themselves, or they're trying to protect other people, or who knows what, they're trying not to have the organization fall apart. And so we say, they're like, well, we're doing so much good, and we're trying to protect what we're doing good. That's not the way it's supposed to work.
No.
You're the shepherd going out to find the one sheep that's lost while leaving the other 99. I mean, that is a risk, but that's what we're called to do. We're called there to protect everybody. And it doesn't matter. You lose your job, you lose your whatever, lose your life in the process. That's what it's supposed to be about. You're supposed to be protecting the weak, the fragile, the unprotected, the orphans, the widows, and especially. And I'm not going to comment on the Greg Laurie thing. I've heard about it. I don't know all the details. I have to take Vin's word for it. I'm trusting that he knows stuff.
There's a YouTube channel. The guy's doing a whole series on it. It's called Not by Sight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing the whole thing on it. Yeah.
But we as people, look, we have to be very, very careful in the sense that we don't just go off after people because people will lie about stuff. Okay. I mean, it's human nature. Come on. I'm not saying this is the case in what Vin's talking about, but when we know the truth, when we see the facts, and the facts are indisputable that somebody either should have known about it or did know about it, and then, like in the case of that I did watch with Mike Winger and all the evidence he's produced with that, and then now he's on this other guy, Tim White or Todd White or somebody.
Mike Winger is a day late and a dollar short on the Todd White situation.
I get it. And
we were way ahead of him on that one.
Sure. But the problem is it takes somebody with the pull of a Mike Winger, even if he is late. It's unfortunate, but it takes somebody like that to actually to make a stir. And that's unfortunately the way our world works. If more people earlier on would have stood up and fought against these kinds of things, they wouldn't be happening. You wouldn't have to wait for somebody with a reach like Mike Winger or the etc. I don't know if you guys are yelling at me in chat or not. I can't. Nothing is that much of a secret, right? You know, and oftentimes, Lori, the cases, the old adage is where there's smoke, there's fire. Even the impression, guys, even the impression of wrongdoing is a killer. Okay. And that's why I struggle with the whole thing with what I do online, because people people have attacked me wrongly.
Oh, same here.
But the impression that it gives other people, even if I say something I don't mean to say, or I say it in the wrong way, it gives an impression. And so what happens is and especially in today's world where everything's online and it's permanent, the moment you say something, it's there forever. So, but
I noticed though that people that have certain amounts of clout, like high end clout, they get a pass.
Yeah. and that's the problem, and it's not right, and there's just no two ways about that. It's not right. It's a sad thing. Oh, my computer is just flipping out. All right. So weird because I'm not touching anything that I know of when it happens. Anyway, but it's wrong, and again, even if I get it, people want to protect what they're doing that is right, but even so, you need to stand up and you need to open up the books. It needs to be if you accuse me of being a fraud and stealing money that's been donated, I say, come on, bring the police, call the authorities. Let me. You say I'm a fraud. People have said I'm a fraud because I'm not a real veteran or I'm not a real this or that, and I just put all the docs out there. I'll put them out. I'll share them with you. People are like, well, you can't do that because that now everybody will see all your personal information. I'm like, you know what? It's more important that people understand that I'm not making this stuff up, and here it is in black and white. I've done this before because somebody on Twitter was calling me a fraud, and I just put all the documents out there and said, hey, if you think I'm a fraud, here you go. Here's the stuff that you can use to go to the authorities and have them come knock on my door, and we'll work it out. We'll see who the fraud is.
We can work it out. No, I'm just kidding.
And guess what happened? That person, like minutes, if not seconds after they saw that I posted all this information and called them on their accusation of calling me a fraud.
Called them on their boogery?
Yeah, I called them on their bull boogery. Moments after that, they blocked me, so I couldn't mention them anymore because they had been called on the carpet. They thought they were going to make me look bad and make me go away. Yeah, it is sad and messed up, Watchman Dave, but this is what happens to people. But if you don't have the guts to stand up and go, okay, here I am. I'm an open book. Come dig into me. But the problem is guess what? People like me, we don't get to stick around. We don't get the people supporting us. We don't get Vindog and I. We're not big enough. We're not a big enough account to get a pass. We can't hide things. We can be destroyed regardless of how truthful we are. And people, you know what? People also are more willing to believe somebody who's lying to your face and telling you stories than they are somebody who's being open and honest and saying, this is what it is. This is who I am. take it or leave it. It's like I tell you guys all the time. I don't pretend to be. I mean, my name is Pastor Meanie Pants, but I tell you guys all the time. I tell you, I'm not a real pastor. I did it because I thought it was funny. It was in a different chat, and but it's not about courageous. I mean, thank you, but it's not. I don't mean to insult you by talking back to your comment, Watchman Dave, about saying it's courageous. It's not about that. It's about what's right. It pisses me off when people accuse me of something I have not done or have not intended. That was not my intent. Okay, maybe I didn't say something right, but do you know the whole story? Do you know who I am? Do you know how I do things? Do you know what the truth is? And that pisses me off. It always has. And I'm going to stand up and fight back against that every damn time. I don't care what the issue is. Okay. You want to dig into me? Come on, dig into me. Am I perfect? No, but I don't have the intent of defrauding people or this or that. But it's just the way that it's I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying it's the way the world is. If you tell the lies, that's why these people like Sean Bowles and Tim White or whatever his name is, and potentially someone else that Vindog just mentioned. If you're trying to hide it and cover it up, people are going to buy the BS and they're going to buy your lies. Unfortunately, that's just a matter of the way the world is. If you choose to go down that road, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I mean,
none of us are. Trust me.
Not even close. Right. I'm not trying to imply that I'm a saint or that I'm, like Watchman Dave said. I don't claim being courageous. I mean, that's for other people to decide, but that's not what I claim. I'm not a superstar veteran. I'm just an average Joe, an average guy. My name isn't even Joe. It's Pastor Meanie Pants. But but people are afraid to do that because they don't want to lose the money. They don't want to lose the fame. They don't want to lose the personal glory they get. Well, they have their rewards.
There's a lot of money involved.
Yeah, and money corrupts, unfortunately. And I don't want to be in that position to do that stuff. So it's just about doing what's right. I'm trying to do what's right. I'm not perfect at that, and I make mistakes, but I own up to them too. I try to anyway. If I made a mistake and you guys catch me on it, tell me. It's like I was saying this word didactic the other day, and I'm like, and I said it in chat on Pastor James's show, and John Holler was in the chat, and he's like, didactic ? And I went, and it dawned on me. It just I don't know how long I've been using it, but it's not the right word to describe what I was describing. I just went, I'm such an idiot. I just realized that I'm using a word that I'm a word person, but it was just like going right over my head. And I mean, go look up what didactic means. It's not in the way I was using it. I was using it to describe the dual, current or close in and far-reaching prophecies.
All right, guys, I found the thing that I was trying to tell you guys about. And
what Vindox is really saying is, "Shut up, Dean. I got something to show him."
No, I put it in the live chat. You guys can watch it later. I put the link in the live chat.
Cool.
And I'll send it to you via text.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
I was about to click on it and open it up, but that would probably.
Oh man, good. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy, man. But it's been going on for a while, from what I hear, and I just hope that it's not as bad as it really seems, because it seems bad the way that this guy was telling the story.
Right.
And I'm like,
yeah, I mean, that would be really sad given Greg Laurie's, what he's been a part of and who he's been and who he seems
I mean,
to be.
hey, there are people that are fans of him, and there are people that are fans of him, but me not so much. But I just felt that every time he preached, there was no substance behind it. So that's just me.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's like, but we're all different, and what I might like, you might not like, and that's totally okay, because that comes down to our personal preference and how we receive things and how we hear things and what have you.
Yeah,
it's really the substance of what's being said. If that's where you're talking, that's a different story. But when it comes to, like Paul said in the Bible, what are you guys talking about? You're of Apollo, or I'm of this person, or I'm of Paul.
I'm of Christ.
Yeah. You guys are. If that's the way we do things, we're missing the point. And then that's how we allow ourselves to get in a position where it says, well, that person would never do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that person. They would never do that, because I've listened to them. Everybody is everybody.
Man is flawed. Remember that, guys.
We all run the risk of falling in the next moment if we're not careful. If we don't guard.
And that is why I thank the Lord that I have accountability partners.
There you go.
Yeah.
But, it just never assume you're above
reproach.
The problem. Yeah, right. Reproach. That's a good one. Your proclivities will cause you to be reproached.
Woo!
Probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, we call that, for those who don't understand, tendencies.
I didn't understand what that was.
Tendencies.
Oh, tendencies. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
I put a little too much reverb on that.
Yeah, all I heard was tendencies.
I put a little too much reverb on that, guys. I'm sorry. I do that sometimes.
That's all right.
Yeah, man. It's sad, but you know what? I just pray that all of it's not true.
Well, look,
that's crazy.
Vin, everything. I mean, think about it. Think about all the nonsense that's going on, even in the church, just in the church. Everything, the stubble is going to get burned away.
Bull ball buggery.
And what we thought were decent people will probably get caught up in it. It doesn't necessarily mean that their salvation is lost.
It's just they made a human error.
But they're right, and they have to pay they pay the price somehow. We all pay the price somehow, and it may be in this world and in the next world.
We got a little breaking.
Oh, for Pete's sake, is this new?
Oh wow!
Wow!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, that's not a crime at all.
No. I turned it down because they might start using some buzzwords that we don't use here.
Right.
But they're busting up a federal car.
Yeah. Watchman Dave said that really happened. I was watching the aftermath of that. That's incredibly stupid. But there you go.
Man, Watchman Dave is a cool dude. He's a solid
One
dude.
of the guys who shot that night at the officers was showing his pistol and magazine with a group of other guys. Nice.
This is horrific, man.
Yeah. Wow.
This is where we're at, friends.
Yeah, these what each one of these people would be nice to have them sat down and asked the simple question: if it was your family member that was attacked and killed, raped, murdered, hacked up, whatever the case might be, robbed, even beat up, whatever the case, if it was your relative, it was you, what would you want the police to do with that illegal?
Oh, Pookie said that was 2
criminal?
weeks ago.
Okay, I thought that was a little bit older.
Yeah,
but
he said he said they caught the guy.
Okay, good. Yeah, because that's just all kinds of wrong. You're asking for a whooping there.
Yeah. Me, when I grew up in the 80s, my mom had this philosophy, and she told all of her kids, she says, the police, that's going to be the least of your worries.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm going to be the one that you're going to have to worry about, because you might be done in a flash. She
And,
goes,
that's
I'm going to
the
make
way-
sure, she goes, because if you break the law,
Yeah.
the cops are not the ones you're going to have to worry about, because when I'm done with you, you're going to wish you never broke the law.
You're going to wish the cops took you away before I got you.
Yeah. That was the kind of household I was reared in.
Same here. Same here. And that's the way it should be, but we've lost that as well for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now it's like soft tail rearing of children these days. Like, what is this? What is this? This is why we have the problems that we have.
Yeah. Kevin says, how are they not watching their vehicle with all that in it? Well, there's probably a lot of reasons, manpower reasons.
You said Kevin was in the chat?
Yeah, Kevin. It's Kevin KF7.
Yeah. What up, Kevin? What's happening, brother?
And I'm not attacking Kevin for this thought process, because you might. Why isn't there somebody guarding the vehicles? It's a logical thing to say, but it probably comes down to the environment at that time, the manpower available, and they didn't actually believe that somebody, which is a bad thing really to think, but that nobody would ever do that. And there you go. All it takes is one opportunity and the one right person in the wrong place. So,
yeah. I don't know, man. I just knew that my mom put the fear of God in all of us. All right, here's some more good stuff for you. Check this out, guys.
Here goes a group of professional activists renting a U-Haul.
Guys, this is the paid protesters, man.
Getting signs out of their trucks. This is
Yeah.
not organic. These are the
it's
same
organic.
printed
It's
signs
grassroots.
that
No,
now
it's
they're
not.
heading to the federal courthouse.
What do we want? When do we want it?
Do you know who's organizing this? Oh, okay.
Do you want to sign?
I'm just going to observe. Thank you, though.
Tuck in, meet your neighbors, because again, hey, remember, we're not doing this by ourselves, right?
Which group is organizing this?
Party for Socialism and Liberation. We've been out here for a few years.
How do you join? Like, if you want to also donate?
It's pretty easy. You can look it up, pslweb.org.
Got it. Is there like a Minnesota or Minneapolis chapter?
Twin Cities.
Twin Cities. So, okay. So people can simply just donate and goes to signs and whatever out here to protest. Okay.
If we don't get it, if we don't get it.
Wow.
It's incredible how delusional people are, that they don't understand what socialism, communism, and all that garbage really stands for, and what it's done to the humans throughout the last 100 years, let alone longer. I mean,
what about almost 100 million people killed by Mao?
Exactly. People will say the Holocaust never happened, and then they will support something that was, killing hundreds of millions of people, or at least 60 million people, or something like that. But it's incredible, but facts don't matter anymore. So there you go.
Yeah, since facts don't matter, I'm going to put some more truth out there. Hold on for a second.
Alrighty, go for it.
Yeah, since facts don't matter. Crowd control.
Well, they ought to be very happy it's not Venezuela. And somebody decides to bring in the crowd control weapon that causes you to lose your stuff. By the way, just so everybody understands this, it may be a newer iteration, but this stuff that they supposedly used in Venezuela, the crowd control, the thing that affected some of the Venezuelan military folks, that's been around for a long time.
That was years ago.
Yeah. Now I'm sure it's much more refined. It was 10, 20 years ago. It was in the experimental phases, but it's been around for a while, and that's what they need in these environments. You don't have to. course, if people start falling over sick to their stomach and running away crazy in pain from some noise in their head or something like that, it's probably going to cause a big problem too. But they should be happy that it's only tear gas and stuff. It's not
not the lethal stuff that was used.
well, it's not lethal still, but it could be lethal. It most certainly can be lethal if it's turned up or directed, or depending on the type it was used.
Dude, the way they did that in Venezuela, man, it like messed up people's central nervous system. That was crazy.
Yeah. So those things are real. They're just not widespread is the issue right now. So
yeah, but the thing is, man, they could eventually turn that on to the people.
Yeah, I'm again, I'm going to reiterate what I said earlier. We are going down a road that is going to lead to the very thing these people think they're fighting against, and that's an overbearing stormtrooper-style government, martial law kind of things. Total control over your life and everything you do. They are unwittingly helping that come into place.
Yeah, so. And it's going to happen no matter who you vote for. They're going to be like, you know what, these people can't. They're out of control. We're going to have to do something to settle this down.
And Caitlin, just a shout out to her comment just popped in. Rejoice and look up because Jesus is coming soon. He told us everything in the Bible, and absolutely. But do not forget. You still have a responsibility to contend. Stand tall. Speak up. Speak out. Don't hide in your own little world, thinking everything's okay, because that's not the way it works.
Because what, some people I know personally, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna let it all go down the drain. I'm just gonna wait until Jesus returns.
Hey, it would be a far easier life if I just went and sat outside with a fishing pole and never got on social media or watched a video again. I've thought.
Dean, since people say that they want to do that, do you think I should just go back into radio and make six figures and don't worry about all this stuff and just let the whole world burn down? It's like, hey, it's gonna.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your financial growth and all that, but no, I don't think you should. Look. We all are in different situations. You've got to take that into consideration on how exactly these things, how you pursue them. We're pursuing something right now that might make a huge difference in our lives, but we're trying to. It's all about putting ourselves in a better position so that we can do more to promote the gospel, promote the Bible, and spread the word about Jesus to more people.
I was just kidding about the whole radio thing.
Yeah, I know you were. There's no question about that. I know.
I wouldn't go back to you guys.
You'd be lying if you said you hit those thoughts don't pop into our heads. We are human beings. An enemy attacks us by trying to get us to jump on those kinds of things
and uses family members to attack you with it.
Yeah. So you have to focus on doing what's right, and that's not going to be easy. But I don't believe Jesus ever said it was going to be easy.
Absolutely not.
So, good night, Stacy. Have a great dinner and enjoy.
Stacy, what are you guys having for dinner since you're leaving this? I want to know what you guys are having for dinner. Oh, it was cousin Pookie.
Uh-oh.
He sends the coolest text. Yeah, man. Did she put in the live chat what she's having for dinner?
Not yet. I don't know if she just she might have left already. So
man, I was wanting to know. Hey, what are you guys having for dinner?
I don't even know what I'm having. I can smell food cooking. I don't know what it is yet. It smells good though, but I'm all congested, so I don't know.
I wanted to know what they were having for dinner. because she was signing off, and she's like, "I gotta go have some dinner."
Do you like that pizza, the shot that I sent you though, huh?
Oh man, you know what, Dean? Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Guys, so the other day after we signed off,
Tuesday.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday. It was more like Pizza Tuesday.
Oh no, he's gonna show you the picture now.
At Dean's house, it was more like it was a picture perfect meal for him, a homemade pizza.
Pepperoni, mozzarella, pizza.
So what was all on this pizza before I show it?
Well, the standard stuff on it was my pizza. It had pepperoni, of course, on it. It had green peppers, mushrooms, and maybe a couple other minor things. It's to when you make the homemade pizza, it's a different thing. You have a lot more issue with the load that you're putting on there, and it's not like the pre-processed stuff that is. I worked for a while when I was in college at a Pizza Hut. So even back then, you could tell that the dough was more, chemically induced than it was anything else. The pizzas that we have that my wife has been making are not. It's made from whole grain kind of thing, and she grinds it up and makes the dough herself.
Have you guys ever made pizza with sourdough bread? I heard it's really good. A sourdough pizza.
I don't think so, but that would sound good. I love sourdough, but so yeah, it's homemade pizza, and it's good. It's thin crust, we could make it thick crust, I'm sure, but we just happen to like the thin crust. But
yeah, while I'm uploading this video, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the Living in the Last Days Prophecy Conference coming up on March 20th through the 22nd in luxurious Las Vegas, Nevada. Of course, that's going to be a fun event, guys. I really hope that you guys get to go out there and check it out. As a matter of fact, tickets are on sale. Caterlin did put that in the live chat earlier.
Awesome.
Yeah, tickets are on sale, dude.
What are the costs of the tickets? I haven't actually looked at that.
I don't know.
I wanted to go to the one that's in that Andy Woods is putting on in Texas. In Texas, yeah, as well. I mean, I'll probably not be able to get to either of them, but I can dream.
Yeah, dude, I wish you were going out to the one in Las Vegas. You're gonna do a live broadcast with me that weekend.
I need to start planning for that somehow. Oh goodness.
Oh man. So yes, Living in the Last Days Prophecy Conference. It's gonna be awesome in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hosted by Pastor Tom Hughes, HopeForOurTimes.com, Pastor Kurt Reed. We have Billy Crone in the house, Pete Garcia, and John Haller.
Yeah.
Kaylin says, speaking of John Haller, he's going to be on Monday.
Is he? Awesome.
Yeah.
You'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him about his snowblower.
Oh. Hey, he texted me this morning and he said it was like minus 14 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it was a minus 26 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
I was like, man, that's freezing, bro.
John, if you're listening, that's the number one reason. And actually there's like 40 reasons from negative 14 all the way up to 32. There's 40 some reasons there that you should move to another state. It doesn't have that cold. Of course, it was cold here this last few days down in the Gulf of Mexico, by the Gulf of Mexico in Alabama.
Hey guys, are you guys hungry? You guys really hungry? Look at this. Oh, look at that pizza, man.
But it's going to be cold again this weekend. We're traveling over to Montgomery and it's going to be cold. So
look at that beautiful pizza, guys.
Green peppers, mushrooms, pepperoni, cheese.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what, Dean? You should make a meat lovers pizza and take a picture of it.
Yeah, I do. The problem that I started talking about when you're making it at home, I think, is is when you put like the like, because I like sausage and I like, I do like
Because you
black olives
pre-cook
on
the
it.
sausage and all that, right?
Yeah, you got to pre-cook it, right? And then but there's still a lot of grease involved with that. And
I'm sorry, man. I took us out of the picture so everybody can look at this beautiful pizza. I know people are like, man, I just ate.
Yeah, it's making me hungry just looking at it. But yeah, it's great pizza. I like the. I forget. I think it's something to do with how the all the ingredients when it's baking, what it does, and the grease that gets all over the place and stuff. Because
Okay, who's all for Meat Lovers Pizza? I want to see a thumbs up for Meat Lovers Pizza.
I mean, I love Meat Lovers pizzas. my favorite is the standard old Supreme. So you've got sausage, you got the pepperoni, the mushrooms, the peppers, the olives. What am I missing? Cheese. There might be something else. The standard Supreme pizza. How come we don't make the Supreme style pizza? What's the number one reason? Is it something to do with the
love pizza?
Yeah, but why? Why? I thought there was a reason.
Cocoa Bear puts a few slices of pizza. Okay, all right. Pineapple pizza, it's okay.
I thought it's not the Italian sausage. There was something with the grease or something. Too much grease and too much on the bread. Oh, I've been lied to. It's already greasy, she says, but apparently I can get. So there's been a demand. There's been a question here for Meat Lovers Pizza in the chat. They've shown your pizza here online.
Yes.
So you're now famous. You don't want to get on camera. She sits in front of a camera every day, all day long, practically. But to come on the camera over here right now and pop in and say, you be quiet about what I make. I'll make what I want to make. She won't stand her ground in front of everybody.
Hey, as a matter of fact, Dean, you and I are not on camera. The pizza is.
I know. I see that. I see it. You can come over here right now. The pizza's not on camera, and you can talk so people can hear you. Oh, she says, I want to eat dinner.
Yeah, I understand that too. I'm getting kind of hungry just looking at this pizza that Dean sent me the other day a picture of.
I'll be there soon, I think.
Yeah, he'll be there soon because I'm getting hungry myself.
Vindog says he's getting hungry, so he's going to.
You will be there soon.
He's going to cut it off here quick.
This pizza just looks so delicious. And
it was. I mean, I've even already eaten the leftovers from it. The leftovers are great. So, she makes about it's like a what is it, about a 12 by 20 like rectangle of pizza for each of us, and we eat maybe half of it and then leave the rest half for the next day or something for lunch.
Oh, and it tastes so much better, doesn't it, the next day?
Well, I'm not going to say it tastes so much better, but yeah, there is something about food, some kinds of food that sit and they kind of the flavors.
Everything just marinates together.
Yeah, it just marinates even better. Yeah. So
I know people probably like, oh no, they're just talking about food now. I'm gonna sign off. I'm like, hey, it's cool to talk about news stories, but we can talk about food here too. Prophecy and food go together. Look at this, guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on,
man.
Oh goodness,
food, and hey, Bible and food. It all goes together.
Yeah. I don't know why she won't get on the camera. It's kind of funny. She just doesn't want to, but like I said, she's on camera with her classes and her students and other people pretty much every day, all day. And,
should we have a Vindog Radio Live pizza party or something? I don't know.
Well, that would be good for one person.
Live on location at a restaurant that will sponsor that. That would be so cool.
Well, yeah. but then you gotta really what because I can't eat. I mean, I can if I had to, but I don't choose to eat pizza out at restaurants anymore.
All right. Now, if there's in Southern California or anywhere around the country,
if
there's a pizza joint that wants to sponsor us to come there and broadcast live,
Yeah, we could
For a
talk all
Dog
about
Radio
this
pizza party. We can talk all day.
Yeah, eat pizza and talk all day. It'll be a lovely sight eating pizza online and talking
Well,
about how
hey,
good
well,
it is.
guys, to be honest with you, Dean and I actually were kind of talking about doing a morning show, guys.
Oh, espresso and biscotti.
Can you guys imagine
I don't know which one.
Vindog in the morning?
I don't know
Vindog in
who's
the
who
morning.
though. Is Vindog espresso or is he biscotti? Am I espresso or am I biscotti? Which is it? I don't
Man,
know.
I'm all about.
You know,
I like iced coffee.
Oh well, I mean, hey, it doesn't matter if it's
Mhm.
espresso. It's in it. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, I know it's all good, right? Put some good old maple syrup in that coffee.
I'll tell you what, if I can make it out to Las Vegas, we'll definitely do a food segment.
Yes.
Even if
Yeah.
we have to do it all ourselves, we'll just
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, there's going to be food trucks there. So.
Oh, food trucks. No, I mean really good homemade food. Come on, Vindog.
I know, right? No, I heard there's going to be like all kinds of different types of food. Like there's some food trucks that I guess Pastor Kurt knows the owners of.
Oh yeah, specialties that are
Yeah, and then there's going to be an In-N-Out truck possibly there too. I could just see me having a 4x4 with lots of cheese.
I don't even know what that is, but okay, it sounds good.
Yeah, 4 burger patties.
Oh, okay, 4x4. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed it was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I just do it with the mustard and cheese because I'm just all about the burger, man. I'm all about the burger. But since my wife is Dutch, I like the Flying Dutchman burger too. It's like, just the meat with the cheese on it.
Uh-huh.
And then you put some fries on top of that. You're good to go.
See, and this is a thing though about eating burgers now. Even going to like Chick-fil-A or something like that. The bread is awful.
Yeah, bread is terrible, and they toast the buns at In-N-Out. So,
but I'm sure it tastes good, but the bread compared to what we eat at home, the bread is.
Oh man, the bread at home is awesome, off the charts. I'm just trying to, not to do any typical proclivities that other broadcasters do to lose a potential sponsor.
Oh well.
If In-N-Out sponsors me, man, I'll be like, yeah, In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't be there for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just,
In-N-Out, if you would love to sponsor, that'd be great.
What are the chances that somebody from In-N-Out is sitting in the chat watching on, I don't know, Getter, YouTube? That would be just awesome.
That would be wild if it was the actual granddaughter that owns In-N-Out.
Hey, look, you want to sponsor a morning show with Vindog and Pastor
Pastor Mini Pants?
Lavazza. If you're a wholesaler or you're a Lavazza broker or something like that, contact Vindog because that's the schniznit. Whatever, however you say that.
That would be off the hinges if we had a morning show, huh?
I know. I drink coffee in the morning anyway, so I'm awake when I drink my coffee. So if I'm online talking about drinking coffee while I'm awake drinking coffee, that's pretty much a good day for me.
Hey, you guys will get Jesus and coffee in the morning with us.
There you go.
And a couple of funny things.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gwen, that's not the kind of stuff you want to share. Oh my goodness. She says, a friend of mine got a breakfast burrito with something extra, a cockroach nummy.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Yeah. Well,
it's hard to eat at certain places now too, man.
She was talking about a food truck, Finn. So,
the Roach Coach.
Yeah. It was literally in this case, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when people talk about food trucks and stuff like that, my thought immediately, unfairly, of course, but immediately goes to the old days when, they had the food trucks pull up to different sites that you were at training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not necessarily the best stuff in the world.
There was a food truck I ate from in downtown Los Angeles at Union Station one time. I was taking a Metrolink to work, and let's just say I didn't eat at the Roach Coach ever again after that.
Yeah. Cocoa Bear. See, this is why you don't make comments like this about food and cockroaches, because Cocoa Bear responds and says, "At least it was cooked." Oh, ew, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to do a morning show because that was funny. That was funny. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Father God, we just thank you for this wonderful show that we've had today, Lord. We thank you for everyone that's been watching and that will watch later. We pray for the salvation of those who are lost in this crazy, wicked, and upside down world. We even pray for those that are in Minneapolis to repent and just get out of the devil's grip and just come to reality and say, hey, you know what? I need to be with you, Lord Jesus. That's what they need. Pray for our leaders too, Lord, because they are absolutely lost in the sauce. It's sad, Lord, that people are lost. Pray for my brother Dean, that you just have a hedge of protection over him and his family as we go about our way this evening. I pray that you will continue to bless the broadcast, and may you continue to provide provisions for us to move forward through 2026 until you say that's it and the mix is over. And we thank you so much for all that you do, Father God, and we just ask for protection over our pastors that are out putting out the truth, and we thank you for all that you do, and we ask you to go before every single one of us and give us a blessed evening in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Guys,
dog.
Guys, God bless you. We love you. Take care of one another. And I will see you tomorrow on Thursday on the Crimes Against Humanity broadcast. And don't forget, coming up on Monday, John Aller. That's going to be good. Oh, and by the way, next Wednesday will be one of my Welcome Wednesdays. We're going to try to do a Welcome Wednesday at least once a month. And there is a terrific guy. I want you to hear his testimony. He was in the radio business, and he had his road to Jesus. It's going to be a very interesting conversation. So,
awesome.
Yes. I can't tell you who it is, guys, but this guy was on in Southern California. That's all I'm going to say. Yes. All right, guys. God bless you. Take care of yourselves. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Vindog Radio.